Hello, my dear students. You all must be doing great. In the previous lecture, we discussed some basics of English language. We started with the definition of language and then stepped towards the importance of English language. After that, we discussed grammar and then talked about alphabet. Finally, we discussed word and sentence. In this lecture, we are going to learn more about sentence in detail. Okay, dear students. So, what basically a sentence is? When we speak or write, we use words. We generally use these words in groups. A group of words like this, which makes complete sense, is called a sentence. For example, nature is the best physician. Now it is a complete sentence which is made up of different words. Nature is another word, is another word, the best physician. These are a combination of different words which gives a complete sense. Or if we say that all roads lead to Rome, or Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan. Now these are the combination of words for making a complete sensible sentence. So what basically a sentence would be? It is a group of words which makes a complete sense. For instance, she is a teacher. The combination of words which is giving a complete sense. So it is a complete sentence over here. Or if we say that it was a sunset of great beauty. Now it is also a combination of words that gives a complete sense. It is another example for the sentence. Now moving towards the kinds of sentences. The first kind that we have is declarative or assertive sentence. We can define it as a sentence that makes a statement or assertion. In such sentences, we simply state something about someone or something. For example, she sat on a chair. It is a simple statement that we declared about her, that she is sitting on a chair or she sat on a chair. Or we can say that he is writing a letter. So such kind of sentences are declarative or assertive sentence. Another kind that we have is of interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is known to be interrogative sentence. For example, where is the book? Or where is he living? So such kind of sentences where we ask a question are interrogative sentences. Another kind of sentence that we have is imperative sentence. We can define it as a sentence that expresses a command, request, or entreaty. In such sentences, we command someone or we request someone. For instance, be quiet or have mercy upon us. So such kind of sentences are known to be imperative sentences. Another kind that we have is exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses strong feeling such as excitement, surprise, happiness, and danger, and ends with exclamatory sign is known to be exclamatory sentence. For instance, we say that what a beautiful day. Now it expresses strong feeling of excitement, that it is a beautiful day. Or we can also say that as an example, that how cold the night is. Now these are the examples of exclamatory sentences. Now moving towards the parts of a sentence. We basically have two main parts of a sentence that are known as subject and predicate. When we make a sentence, we name some person or thing and say something about that person or thing. In other words, we must have a subject to speak about, and we must say or predicate something about that subject. Hence, every sentence has two parts. The first part is the subject of a sentence, which can be defined as the part of a sentence which names the person or thing we are speaking about. And the second part is predicate of a sentence, the part which tells something about the subject. Now these two parts combine together to make a sentence. Let us mention some examples in this regard. Nature is the best physician. In this sentence, nature is the subject, is the best physician makes the predicate of this sentence. Another example is he has a good memory, in which he is the subject, and the rest of the part of the sentence makes the predicate of this sentence. Another example is bad habits grow unconsciously, in which bad habits makes the subject of this sentence, while grow unconsciously makes the predicate of this sentence. On the top of the hill lives a hermit. Now, can you guess which part of the sentence would be a subject, would be the subject, and the other part, and which other part of the sentence would be a predicate? Any guess? Let me answer about the fourth example of the previous slide. We must note that the subject of a sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it is put after the predicate. For example, here comes the bus. Now, in this sentence, the bus is makes this part of the sentence makes the subject of this sentence. Here comes makes predicate of this sentence. Or another example that we have is sweet are the uses of adversity. Now, the uses of adversity makes subject of this sentence, are sweet makes the predicate of this sentence. In the same way, when we said that on the top of the hill lives a hermit, so a hermit made the subject of that sentence. On the top of the hill lives, this was the predicate part of that sentence. We must also note that in imperative sentences the subject is left out. For instance, if we say that sit down, so it is a sentence, but there is no subject. So often the subject is left out in imperative sentence. We have another example that thank him. So such kind of sentences do not have subject. This was all about today's lecture. I hope you must have learned a lot. See you soon with the next lecture in hand. Keep good care of yourself and the people around you. Thank you.